In this video, we wrap up our 28-day stay in Huatulco, Mexico. We give you an Airbnb tour, our top list of recommendations, as well as a detailed breakdown of our expenses for our stay.
We are Georgia and David. We quit our jobs to travel full-time around Mexico with our 14-year-old Sheltie Poo Meep. Our goal is to take a picture with her in front of 100 Pueblo signs. Today we're in sunny Huatulco.
Today is actually Saturday, and we arrived on Wednesday. I'm going to start this video off by giving you a really good piece of advice. While you're in Mexico, enjoy all the drinks with ice that you want, but do make sure that that ice is in a cylinder form with a hole through the center. I know this, and I broke this rule, and I think today is the first day I've felt like going out to eat since I had that ice on Monday. We are trying to walk around, get a lay of the land, and also find somewhere to grab something to eat. We've got Meep with us right now. Well, this is the first area that we decided to park because we saw lots of people and we thought there might be good restaurants. But as you can see, a giant cruise ship is in port right now. From our experience, generally, the restaurants around where the cruise ships come in are a little bit more expensive, a little less authentic, and sometimes a little lower quality. So I think we're gonna keep going and see what else we can find.
This area is near the Bay of Santa Cruz. The good news is that the cruise ships don't dock all that often. There are quite a few Huatulco Facebook groups, and I would recommend asking for a schedule there before your trip. Our next stop was Huatulco Letters, which are on Boulevard Benito Juarez between Cuatro Estrellas and the Quinta Real hotels.
So right here, you can see that this is a great place to get your family photo at the Huatulco Letters. And behind it, you get a fantastic view. One of the interesting things about Huatulco is that the city is organized more like an American or Canadian city in that there are a bunch of different subdivisions that are connected by main roads. And then on those main roads where you have any kind of stores or restaurants. So it is sectioned off and it isn't as walkable as really any other city we've stayed in Mexico. All of the subdivisions are divided into sectors. So the subdivision we're staying in is in Sector O, but you see all these signs for Sector T and Sector U and Sector H, and it just kind of feels like maybe you're on a military base or something. It's definitely very unique.
All right, so first off, you might notice I have a new accessory. So if you get up in the middle of the night and you have to go to the bathroom, probably a good idea to turn a light on. I bashed my head against the towel rack, and pretty good gash on it. Anyway, today we are heading to La Cruciceta.
La Crucesita is actually the small town that is here in Huatulco. From the first bay to the last bay of Huatulco is almost an hour drive, so that is a huge area, and all of the big resorts and hotels say they're like whatever of Huatulco. Yeah. But the city itself is La Crucicita. They have a church and a Zocalo, a little plaza, a bunch of restaurants around. So we've got Meep with us, and we're gonna go check it out. Well, we are now in the centro of La Crucicita, and funny enough, David and I have actually been here twice before. We stayed at the Secrets Resort back in 2012, and then we came back in 2015. Both times we came for my birthday, so it was in December around this time of year. So it'll be interesting to see how things have changed.
Generally, the center of La Cruciceta is quite sleepy during the day. Most visitors are probably enjoying a beach or pool somewhere. At night, things get much more lively and parking can become quite challenging. There are a ton of restaurants to choose from and an array of cuisines and price points. You'll find many cute shops selling everything from housewares and personal care items to handwoven fabrics and a variety of mezcals. We just finished up our lunch at Ambrosia. We both have the double cut pork chop, which has a mushroom sauce. It was to die for.
Yeah, it was perfectly cooked and perfectly seasoned. It was not dry at all. Highly recommend. After that, we stopped by the main church here. It is famous for its giant painting of the Virgin of Guadalupe on the ceiling. I think it's like the largest in Mexico.
It's huge.
It's very impressive. And now we are headed off to do one of the other things to do here in La Crucecita, which is to try some mezcal. There are a few different shops that have a bunch of different mezcals available. There's obviously also a bunch of souvenir shops, but we don't have a house, so we don't have room for those, but we definitely have room for mezcal.
So we stopped in this little mezcal store here, and the lady let us try about 7 different mezcals.
And after trying them all, we decided that the Añejo was the best, so we got a bottle. It was 1,000 pesos, or about 50 bucks. So pretty good deal. Definitely high quality mezcal available. Okay, so this Airbnb is kind of up in the hills, and we're kind of in the jungle. And here's one of the problems, is that the doors and windows don't quite seal all the way. And so if you can see, these are all ants. And this is the second time this has happened. If you look outside, you'll see there are a whole bunch of ants running around. They seem to be trying to find a new place to live. And so there are tons of them, and they're like carrying eggs. And they keep trying to break into the house. So the ant saga continues. David just took me out for a walk, and he told me that the stairs were absolutely covered in ants. All right, so this was our Airbnb for the past 28 days here in Huatulco. It's definitely an unusual property. The owner lives in the bottom 2 floors at the bottom of the hill. So then we parked up here, and up this first set of stairs is the first bedroom. It is the gardenia room. It has like this little outdoor seating area, and then it actually has like a little outdoor kitchen. And then you can see it's double beds. It has its own bathroom and air conditioning. So this was the room that we actually used to work out in. Coming back out and up more steps, you come to the next 2 bedrooms. This first bedroom here, this is actually the one that kind of has the master bath in it, which was kind of weird and unexpected. You can see they've jam-packed this room full of furniture. We use that for storage. This was the area we used as our closet space here. And then you can see this one has the bathtub and the nicer shower. The problem was, of course, that you have to walk on outside stairs to get to it. And then there's a gardener and a cleaning lady that are here often. So sometimes you'd greet people on the way to take a bath in the morning. And then this right here is the little plunge pool. So we use that a couple times, but since the gardener comes and waters things every other day, it's very wet and there are tons of mosquitoes and ants. This is the Selva bedroom, and it's very similar to that Bosque bedroom. If you come up even more stairs, you get to Attico, which is like the main part of the house. So here we had our living room, which was a very comfortable big couch and a big TV, dining room and kitchen. Now if you look on the counters here, you might think, oh, what are those crumbs? Well, those aren't crumbs. That's lizard poop. All the ants and mosquitoes draw a lot of lizards, and this house was not built bug-proof or bug-tight. So we dealt with lots of ants inside, lots of lizards, and lizard poop everywhere. This is where we slept. You can see it's a king-size bed. There's where I did my makeup. I have a powerful AC unit there. And this was the bathroom. You can see it's just a tiny shower and The bathroom doesn't have a door, it's just a curtain. So that's why we chose to have the downstairs one. Now, one of the good things about this house, though, is because you do climb up so many stairs, is that the view is really fantastic. So this is kind of the rooftop terrace. You can see big dining table. You can see all these other houses. And if you look way out there, you can actually see the ocean.
Now it's time for the recommendations. For a fancy dinner out, check out Restaurante Uno, Che de Guito, or Vienna. For wallet-friendly options, we suggest La Troje, Mr. Beria, and Simple. For day pass or beach club options, check out Secrets Huatulco or Camino Real. See our day pass and beach club options video for more information. A couple of good beach options that don't get too crowded and have beautifully calm waters are Playa Riscallo and Playa San Agustin.
Unfortunately, that slightly uncomfortable Airbnb stay was our most expensive so far in Mexico at $2,803. Transportation cost us $172. We spent $1,021 on day passes and beach clubs, rounding out our entertainment budget. Bars came in at just $100. Restaurants, $1,282. We spent $440 at groceries and spent $251 on personal care. $200 of that was our annual blood work. That brings our grand total to $6,069, or a whopping $217 per day. That beats out Puerto Escondido and San Miguel de Allende, which were tied at $207 a day, and Saltillo is still the cheapest city so far at $127 per day. Thanks for watching. We hope you found this video helpful. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please leave them down below. And if you haven't already, check out our Huatulco restaurant recommendation video here.